King Simon. Remember, make sure you go to my website, kingsimonproductions.wordpress.com. That's kingsimonproductions.wordpress.com, or Linktree at King Simon the Numerovation. Get all 4 of my books, and of course, that's the Numerovation for Mental Stability. Numbers are simple, people are complicated. Numbers are simple, children's health is important, and no promotion is bad promotion. Just spell my name right. Make sure you get them now on all my links. That's kingsimonproductions.wordpress.com. Go now.
Rockers Movement presents the 2021 Miami Reggae Festival, healing the community with sound system culture. Saturday, August 7th and Sunday, August 8th, featuring from Germany, Warrior Sound International, the Immortal King Champion Sound from Kingston, Jamaica, Stola, Brooklyn's Champion Sound, King Addies International, from New York, the Champion Sound, Soul Supreme, from Jamaica, Wales in the country, it's Bass Odyssey, Downbeat the Ruler from New York City, Poison Dart from Tampa, and the Miami Ruler for years, King Waggy T, the Sound of the Future, Adonai, On Track Disco, DJ Rocksteady, and many more. Hosted by dub poet icon Motoruka at the 2021 Miami Reggae Festival, celebrating Jamaica's Independence Weekend. Saturday, August 7th and Sunday, August 8th at the brand new RER Marketplace next to the Opalaka Flea Market. Tickets start at $25. For more info, visit MiamiReggaeFestival.com or call 305-900-5523. Celebrate Jamaica's independence and sound system culture at the 2021 Miami Reggae Festival.
Battery low.
Oh yes, 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 oh yes. Enough respect, enough respect. Oh, we got a special show for you. We got a special show for you. Woo! Your brother King Simon in the building. I see my partner in vibe in the background. Of course, today we're going to be speaking to Tiffany Davis and JOYCELYN Brown. We are our ancestors' wildest dreams. Yeah, baby. We're broadcasting live on Facebook, broadcasting live on YouTube. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. We about to set it off, people. It's your brother, 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 it's your brother. God have mercy. It's your brother, it's your brother, it's your brother. I'm the living legend. King Simon. In the building. One of the originals. One of the originals. One of the originals. Oh yeah, I've been doing this for over 25 years. WWRL, worked on LIB, BLS, worked on the streets of New York, did every major stage in New York except the Broadway Center. So I'm not new to this. Like Darvin Levy used to say, I'm true to this. I'm not new to this. Like Darvin Levy used to say, I'm true to this. Oh yeah, baby, yeah, baby, yeah, baby. You know how we do. Oh boy. Okay, I see my Empress in the background. Let's see what she's saying. Let's bring her on the stage, the virtual stage of King Simon. Present my partner in vibe, the one, the only. Aisha Mama. What's up, girl? How you doing?
What's up? How are you? I'm good. I'm energized.
I see that. That's wonderful.
I'm feeling it. This Sunday is one of my good days. Sunday is one of my good days. How you been? You all right?
Yes, had a long, beautiful day yesterday, and I am just still in that vibe. So I'm feeling good.
That's good. You was hanging out.
Chill vibe.
Heard you hung out with King Randall yesterday, huh?
Yes.
Give him a well-deserved round of applause.
Yes.
Oh man,
he missed your energy out there. He said, "Where's my brother with all that energy at? Where's he at?"
I had to put the energy to the garden yesterday. I had to cut some trees and all that stuff I was doing yesterday morning, man. That didn't last. That lasted all the way to like 12 o'clock. I said it wouldn't make no sense traveling from Brooklyn all the way out there to the Bronx to boogie down. So it is what it is. I see someone in our background. Yeah, I see Tiffany Davis in the background. Let me just make sure we got things. We gonna make sure we bring both of them up. I don't see JOYCELYN yet, so I hope JOYCELYN did get the email, but I see Tiffany got the email, so that's good. She got the memo. That's what I like when people get the memo. Because the memo is what we do the right thing. You know what I'm saying? I want to make sure I go to their website and see what we got here so I can make sure we say, and okay, I see JOYCELYN trying to pop up. Mrs. Brown. All right, Mrs. Brown, don't play around. Mr. Brown, I'm a Brown too, so don't play around, Mrs. Brown, because I don't play. My last name Brown too, so we ain't into all that.
Find out she's your long lost cousin.
No, I don't know. She might be a wife. You never know. No, me. I'm one of them peoples. I'm still 26 years of age at the age of 54, so you know what it is. I'm loving it, and I'm looking at their website, making sure I got what I got, of course. And I know Tiffany Davis is the co-founder of this website, of course, Red Hook Arts Project. And let me read something before I bring them on, because this is what it is, because they got something big coming up, and we want to make sure we support that. It says, our mission at the Red Hook Arts Project mission is rooted in the conviction that creative self-expression is a transformative experience that enriches individuals and communities. As an organization, we work to provide a space where young people feel free, feel safe, and supported as they develop their voices through artistic projects and activities. We cultivate an environment of playful and experimentation while changing our older students to help each other strengthen their individual voices through supportive criticism. The experiences of creative problem solving and self-expression that underlie our program generate self-confidence and a sense of agency in our students. We believe that these qualities meaningfully contributes to the well-being of our students, their communities, and ultimately encourage engaged citizenship. Let's welcome on the stage right here of King Simon Presents KSP with Empress Aisha Moore and King Simon, the one, the only. First of all, we got Tiffany Davis coming in. Let's bring her in. Let's bring her in. What's up? You on mute, girl. You on mute. You on mute. Get yourself off mute, Tiffany. Get yourself off mute.
Hello.
Oh, there you go. How you doing? How you doing? Right? And hold on one second. Without further ado, let me welcome Miss JOYCELyn Brown.
Hi, everybody.
Live long and prosper. Hey, I take you back. Way back in the time. How y'all doing?
I'm good.
Pretty good. Happy to be
now
here.
y'all better bring up this energy, because I don't do this.
I'm great.
Oh yeah, okay. I bring up this energy. I'm about this energy now. How can you be doing such a special program and y'all bringing this energy to me on Sunday?
We bringing the energy. We bringing the heat. We here.
Bringing the heat. She lit it.
Bring the heat. Oh, well, welcome to the show. Of course, you know, Empress Aisha Moore. She's here with us, my co-host. Thank y'all very much for coming.
Thank you for having us.
And of course, we got a special program that y'all got coming up for Juneteenth, and that's a real powerful program because a lot of people are doing a Juneteenth celebration all over the world. But first and foremost, I want to send people to some of these websites that I have. Let me see. Hold on. Can you hear me? Okay, good. All right. We got www.redhookartsproject.org, and we got linktree/redhookproject.org also. And I'm honored that we're able to bring you on, of course, to celebrate, of course, the Juneteenth celebration coming up. And I want to let me see. Now, Tiffany, my dear.
Yes.
Now, I know you're the co-founder of this. And who's the other founder? JOYCELYN, are you the other founder or no? Oh, no. You're right there helping. Okay. All right, Joy. All right.
I have another company that actually is doing it, Yaya and Titi, which is my daughter, which she's not actually here right now. Is a children entertainment company for kids, by kids. So everything is done by kids, music, catering, everything. That's Yaya and Titi.
There it is.
So,
there it is.
It's supposed to be up, but it is not. Like, for some reason, it's not like linking on. So we're just still working on it. But we do have an Instagram, Yaya and TT, and it's two of them. My daughter and her friend, her best friend, they wanted to be YouTube stars, and then from there, being in the modeling industry. And my daughter raps, she models, and she acts. Her best friend Paris, she dance, she models, and she also acts. So being in that industry, we just learned that kids is not able to be their own bosses, and we're just trying to give them an opportunity, a platform to learn how to become young entrepreneurs and also make their own money and have fun with doing what they do and seeing peers instead of being directed, by just adults. So that's what the business is about.
Let's give them a round of applause. Let's talk to them. Now, Tiffany, you're in the dark. I can't see you that much, Tiffany. I know. Wait, no, I need some light for you, girl. Where are you at? After all those
background is real bad.
All those fancy pictures I sent on your Instagram, you stop playing.
Let me try to find some light.
You might have to turn around or something. You look like you're in one of those, like one of those, of course, those investigation lounges where we trying to hide your identity or something.
No, I'm so sorry. I'm like caught up doing a whole bunch of other stuff, but I'm so happy to be here.
Don't stress it. Now, tell us about RHAP. Of course, let's tell us about this beautiful company. Tell us about Red Hook Art Project, please.
It's dope. That's all I can say. I can tell you that much. Listen.
So Red Hook Art Project was founded about 13 years ago. My son is the first student. He's an amazing artist, also a social media influencer. You should definitely check him out. His name is Iron Waffle on Instagram. He had this desire to be an artist. Me being a Black woman coming from low income housing, not having the resources that I need. There was a white woman in my neighborhood who saw the potential in my son and took me and my son under her wing and, just gave him art classes. And she had this dream of these kids going to art schools, but, in low income communities, unfortunately, they do not provide art classes, meaningful art classes. So we decided to canvass the neighborhood to find local artists who would volunteer their time to teach students how to build art and music portfolios so they can audition for specialized schools such as FIT, LaGuardia, Edward R. Monroe, some schools that our students may not even dream of going to because it feels like a hard reach when it's really not. It's just people in the community seeing a need and coming to the table and addressing that need. It doesn't really start with money. It starts with a conversation and seeing where you can go with that. So we're 13 years strong. Our numbers are phenomenally well. We're getting students into schools that have major art and music programs. And we just believe that art is a basic human right and everyone should have access. Along with that, we provide ongoing stress management for our students as well as academic support. So that way, when they do build art portfolios, the schools have no reasons to deny them to get access into these schools because academically they're doing what they need to do as well. So JOYCELYN is one of our parents to the program, as well as Madison and Paris. And so they've been coming to us quite some time. JOYCELYN, older daughter as well, is one of my students as well. She's been coming to the program. And these are the things that we teach students on: how do we stop kids? How do we stop the stigma of being low income? How do we stop the stigma of people calling us all of these names and at risk and all of that if we're not taking risks to be successful? So when Yaya and TT came up with this organization to become their own bosses and to inspire other young girls and boys to be their own bosses, and them being my students, I definitely wanted to make sure that we were in alignment to supporting them in such an event that is powerful and an event that a lot of Black people unfortunately don't know about. Right. So it's a day to celebrate fashion, freedom, talent, and the freedom to do so, right? Because a lot of times we shy away from these things because we're afraid what people may say, or we're afraid that we're not going to be seen and heard. But now it's time for us to take the stage and do what we need to do to inspire our children to continue to fight the fight, because we have a long fight, right? So
Right.
people before us fought for us, we fighting, and now it's time for us to instill in our children to fight, but fight effectively, where it's going to cause deep impact in our communities and bring the unity back in the community, bring the hood back into the neighbor, right? Bring all those different things, so kids can uplift each other. So that's pretty much what we try to do, and it's pretty much why I wanted to be at the center of this event, to make sure that the students know we got their back.
No, that's powerful, sister. Give you a round of applause for that. Of course, got to give you a round of applause for that because,
Can I add on to that?
huh?
And RHAP is also a support for the community. Like, we go there for therapy, we go there for everything. And through this pandemic, RHAP has fed like so maybe over 30, well, I don't know, 3,000 families just through this whole pandemic with food, donations, things like that, gave back to the community for free, and like had the community come together as one. And Red Hook has been like one big community during this pandemic, and RHAP have gave back so much. So Tiffany is dope in what she's out there saying. Like, Tiffany is definitely a leader for the community, a leader for these kids, support, a counselor, a mentor. They confidants, ears for the parents, everything, hangout partners, all of that. So she's definitely having a lot to inspire us as parents and in the community that we can do this. Don't let your environment or where you came from stop the growth. Like, it's definitely sky is the limit, and I can do it. You can do it. We all can do it, and that's a model with these kids, and they definitely look up to her. And my daughter's 17, about to be 17, my oldest daughter, and she definitely still calls Miss Tiffany, hey Miss Tiffany, or she see her smile and she do what she gotta do, and still can use it as a threat. You don't do what you gotta do, we calling Tiffany on you. So she's definitely more than what she's saying. She give herself, I give herself more credit.
No, that's powerful. Thank you very much for adding on to that. And I grew up as studying art when I was younger, and since then they've taken a lot of the art and music programs out of schools. A lot of that have been taken out. And I went to Erasmus out here in Brooklyn, New York, and I remember and I went to Erasmus with Will Downing Jr., Shaggy, back in my day, and that's where Mr. DeVito. I always remember this teacher's name because he was our music teacher, and that was so important for us. And then I go back into school, go back into my junior high school days at 117 Academy over there at Willoughby, and I remember my art teacher, Miss Bellows. I always remember those particular people because those are the ones that brought out that artsy energy of me, that type of stuff. But and I think that's very important that Red Hook Arts Project is doing what it's doing and making it happen in our community. And of course, Tiffany Davis, I honor you and your family, and JOYCELYN, for you to even encourage your children and family into it. That's a very important thing. And again, let me give y'all a well-deserved round of applause because y'all deserve it. That's it. My mother sent me to an art school also when I was younger because she seen my talent, and I can still draw to this day, but I haven't continued. But my children, my sons and daughters, they are more artsy now than ever as far as music and art is concerned. So, it runs in the DNA, the RNA, and it's working. So, Empress Aisha, please, I have a question. Please, if you got a question, please give it to them and share it with them, please.
Yeah, so as far as the fashion show, how is Red Hook Art Projects contributing to the fashion show?
So we are just
we are the fashion show.
The other fashion.
we are the fashion
Okay,
show,
they are
right?
the fashion show. Okay.
So it's just basically Red Hook Art Project again is supporting two students who have this dream of being
Okay.
models, being actors, and we as a nonprofit in the community because we are a pillar in the community, right? So people look
Yeah.
to us and support us. As a lot of times nonprofits don't do what it says it's going to do. So when
Hmm.
people find a nonprofit that is going to do what it's going to do, we get a lot of support. So me backing them up and being able to say, I want to be a leader on this, not only as a co-founder as for our project, but as a Black woman who stands strong and value everything that these young girls are doing. I wanted to make sure again that I is a way that I can bring in donations for them, bring in networking, and bring in other opportunities to make this event something impactful, and hopes that we can do this every year. So this can be the first year that we do a test run with it, and then learning from that experience and making this an annual thing where we bring in
Yeah.
everybody from allies to restaurant owners to people from all over Brooklyn just to celebrate just how they used to do back in the days down at Boys and Girls High School when they used
Yeah,
to
back
block
in the
up
day.
the whole street. You
That's
know,
right.
it was just like
Yes.
a block full of just Black powerful movement, dancing, you know, just so much
Mm-hmm.
food and celebration. And we
That's
don't
right.
have that no more. So I'm trying to bring that as the community and Red Hook gentrify. I also don't want it to lose its culture and its history of people who's been there through those trying times when things were really tough in that community and they stuck it through and fought for that community. So I want to make sure
That's
that
true.
people understands that as the community changes.
That's a beautiful move, sister. Because I know, I was a part of that boys and girls high school stuff back in the day, and we remember how that used to go. I was there for the African Arts Festival. I was also on WWRL Radio 1600 back in those days, actually broadcasting from there live. And then you had LIB and BLS, and that's when Lauryn Hill performed. That's when Erica Badu performed, and all the greats. So and Burning Spear, a lot of people that I've worked with back in those days, and I respect that what you're doing, and to create that lineage and do what you're supposed to do. That's very important. And in Red Hook, I've done a few shows in Red Hook years ago because I'm from Flatbush, Brooklyn. But I've done a few shows out there in Red Hook, and I know Red Hook is this juggernaut, this energy that needs to come out. It needs to come back out and do what it's supposed to do from like back in the day. So with now, JOYCELYN, why was it important for you to put your children in the program? And I know you just said that it's been your 17-year-old daughter still showing that respect and love. What was the deeper down incentive for you to go in and make it happen? And have the rest of the family been very supportive of that? JOYCELYN.
Yeah, my 17-year-old, she's real like her son. She's real
Mm-hmm.
artistic. She can do makeup, she can draw, she can
Mm.
do culinary. She's real artsy. That's what I call her, artsy.
All
Like
right.
she's into all of that stuff. And when I was just walking by with somebody else's kid and found the program like about
Wow.
15 years ago, right, Tiffany? I was walking by and I seen it,
Wow.
and she was talking to the other girl, and I'm going to say my daughter. It's my daughter, and like so. And since then, we became family. Like we more than just a program, friends, and all that. We're family, like a tight community family. But it has helped a lot with expressing. My daughter used to express a lot of her work. But she still do with her face. She doesn't draw as much. She do a lot of makeup where she's recreating things like avatars and all of that stuff on her face. But she express how she feels through her art. And a lot of kids do that, like show their emotions through their art, and it has helped a lot
Mm-hmm.
with calming them down and not running the streets, giving them an outlet besides running the streets. It gave them opportunity. It gave her opportunities to see that there's more in life than just where you come from. Like you can have your talent and grow with it too as well. And as far as with Madison, she just like it because she get to do what she want to do, and she gets to be her own personality. So she gets to act, she gets to be dramaful, she gets to, have her freedom of speech. She kind of could draw, but she's not like that. Her creative side is like through her talent as far as that part of the art. Like she's like that. And rap is not only just art, it's music, it's
Mm-hmm.
architect. They have digital architect. They have a lot of things, print and press. So it's a lot of things that you sewing classes, yoga. So it's a lot of things that the kids can get into. They have teams, where they have team classes where they show the kids how to create their own businesses, entrepreneur classes. That's why I was trying to go with that. Sorry, but like they have a lot of things that they do there. That's not just about drawing and expressing yourself. They have other ways that you could express your talents and just things like that. So Red Art Project has definitely been a savior, and for it to be a nonprofit free organization. And I don't know why she didn't mention this, but they do homework help for free. So you get to send your kids there after school with a tutor that'll help your kid get to the grade levels that they need to be on, help them with their homework, help them with everything, personal tutors. And this is a free program that we don't have in these communities no more. I'm not from Red Hook. I'm from Harlem. So in Harlem, they have cut a lot of that out. When they gentrified the neighborhoods, they took out all of our programs. I'm used to going to the center and having after school and having teen day where we could get groups and stuff. We could talk about sex ed, talk about what you want to talk about the community, have counseling with your friends, have, all these things that they don't have in this. And, hopefully with us as Black people seeing that we can come together and do an event. We got 14 designers. We got 44 models. We got 8 performers. And we didn't come out of I might have came out of my pockets with $200. I don't mean to gloat. So this is definitely something that we can give back together, give back to the community and show that we can do this together. We can do these centers. We can do all these things to get back so the kids can get back to normal and see what it is to, like she said, bring the hood into the neighborhood. Like bring it back as a community. Don't let the people come in and gentrify us and separate us even more than what we are separated. Like that's basically what I hope they take from this.
That's right, family. Let me remind the family that it's happening on June the 19th, 2021. And of course, they're talking about the theme of it is we are our ancestors' wildest dreams, because that is the mother flipping truth. We are the ancestors' wildest dreams. I'm telling you, family, and you got to bear witness. And I'm telling you, family, this is the flyer that we have up here. This is one of the flyers that of course, this is one of the flyers with Yay and TT, of course, and Tiffany alongside. Let me say yes. You know, in Africa they'll say yeah, but is right. From but I'm here thinking on that. I'm sorry. And please, family, just remember it's going to happen on June the 19th from 3 to 8 p.m. Make sure you go to the website, support the website. Here's the website. We're going to put the website up right now. Support the website or go to the link tree so it can take you to every link that you need to get to. That link tree is all important. I tell you, that website is very important. That's Red Hook. That's redhookartproject.org. That's redhookartproject.org or the link tree /Red Hook Art Project. Now, Tiffany, before I hand it over to information more, Tiffany, you speak about no bullying. You said something about no bullying in one of the reads that I was reading. Now, how important is self-defense also in your program? Because martial arts is a form of the arts. Is that included in your program also?
At the moment, it's definitely not included in my program, but it's a conversation that needs to happen. Okay. And
no, you sound good. You sound good. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. Now, and if you need to connect with, I'm sorry. Can you hear me?
I can hear you now. Yes.
Okay, now I'm just saying, if you need any dojos or any masters you want to connect with, I will send you some numbers and some emails. You can connect with some great people that I've trained with over the years that train children. If you need any of that, they do those type of services too. So if you need that,
I would absolutely.
I got like 3 in Brooklyn and in Harlem. I got Harlem too. I got Harlem and Brooklyn and Bronx. I got everybody. I ain't playing with y'all.
Bring it my way.
I was about to say bringing martial arts might sound good. I was thinking about boxing. My next.
Well, they got all of that. I got boxing, kickboxing, any type of art you need. I'm connected to a lot of that. I'm into that stuff. And Empress, please ask your question, Empress.
Now, as far as the bullying, and I like when y'all was saying that, we've been bullied for hundreds of years and mistreated. And I like how y'all took bullying just beyond the to see it from a greater perspective, from a broader perspective. Because usually we think about bullying, we think about just the children. But you know, even as adults in the system, how the system be bullying us and trying to like how they genderfy in the neighborhoods, I feel like that's a form of bullying, you know. So the reason I like how y'all had worded and had put it out there, and that this is also that the fashion show is to strengthen us as a people, and I'd love that. And could you like talk more about the bullying? Why did you mention bullying as far as one of the focal points that we want to focus on to strengthen ourselves in?
Well, slavery was, is that my sound like that? Echoing? Can y'all hear me clear?
We can hear you. It's a little bit, just a little bit, a little, tinker, but it's
Choppy,
okay.
right?
Just a little bit, but
Does it
it's
still,
clear enough.
well, slavery was a whole bunch of bullying. It was, our ancestors went through a lot with the beatings, the selling of our own people, bullying. The thing I feel about the whole anti-bullying with the kids still getting bullied today in school, our ancestors being bullied, even after slavery, how Juneteenth came about is because they didn't want to tell us that the North won the war already, and that somebody had to, they still was
Hold
not
on.
one out, right?
Hold on. It's a little choppy. See, now you want to go on, you're going to go in on it. It's going to get choppy on you. All right. I think
That's
something
the
happened.
devil. Ain't he a liar?
You see that? So then she's about to go in. Yes.
That's the devil. He a liar. Come on, sister.
Can y'all
Yes.
hear me?
Yes.
All right, how I put it? All right, so like even with when we was, Juneteenth, I was saying came about is when I forgot his name not quick because it cut off. I was in the flow. Um, Came down to Texas and let them know that that we won the war against the North. The North won the war against the South, and that we was free. But they still bullied them. You get what I'm saying? Like instead of letting them know 2 years prior that we were free, they kept them enslaved in Texas, and that they wasn't free until a black man came down here and let them know. So that's how Juneteenth came about. And then even after that, with the Jim Crow, the segregations, the just now with the police brutality, the welfare system, every system that they designed for black people is still bullying in some kind of way. In order to get on welfare in the 80s, you have to kick the husband out in order to qualify. That's bullying. Why can't we be a family to get some kind of government assistance? Why do you put only this amount of fundings in these neighborhoods? And then when white people come in and gentrify, now we qualify for a lot of things. Like it's still bullying in some kind of way. And that's not only with just your peers or people around you. Like it's just the whole thing of just the system alone, just America alone, just as black people, we're just labeled as no good, not gonna be nothing. We're not able. We're not privileged enough. We're not a lot of things. And white people is privileged because they're born white and they qualify for everything. And no, that's still bullying. That's my way of looking at it as bullying. It's not about you just getting picked on in school, and that's what kids understand. Just that. But I'm just trying to show them as they grow. And hopefully, this is not the last that they have these seminars or anything like that to educate them on where they came from so they know where they're going. And like that's basically what it is. Educate them on where they came from so they know where they're going. And just knowing that, it's not even only white people that bully black people. Black people bully black people. Most races bully black people or get bullied. I would put it's just showing that we all are equal in our own way. We might not be equal in your eyes or their eyes, but we're equal in our own way. As far as black people, we should not bully each other. Like we need to stand next to one another. Basically, that's what it boils down to. I
Yes.
could go on and on about the slavery and all of that, but
Go on, Tiffany. You go. Go on, Tiffany.
I definitely agree with you, JOYCELYN. What I want to touch on is that what you said what resonate with me, which I've been having some trouble trying to figure out, like why we can as black people come together, right? I think that a lot of times that the systems that we are in, we can speak to, and we always saying that the system is broken, the system is this, the system is that, and we have real knowledge of that, and it's like that's the reason why I want to have seats at the table, create spaces where we can overcome these things, where we can say the system is not for us, but we are for each other, right? It comes down to living in your community. You go on the elevator, is the elevator suspicious? Is that the system or is that the individuals who live there, right? So we have to check ourselves in order to get where we want to go, right? We don't have to wait on a system that's not designed for us when we are the people. We can fix our communities, so it's up to us to really decide where we want to be, where we want to go, how we want to protect our children, how we want to take these stigmas and turn it into something impactful, right? Because they call us at risk, but there's no success without risk, right? So how do we flip that stigma, right? All of these different things, and that's one of the reasons why we're going to host this Juneteenth out of fashion, art, freedom, and show people how we celebrate. We don't have to highlight the negative, but we do have to talk about some of the things that's happening in our own backyard, because we have to look at self first in order for people to look at us. We can talk about the police brutality. Of course, I'm not for that, but let's be real. We're not out there protesting and keeping our kids safe when we know the people in our community is impacting our community in a negative way, like killing and robbing and raping and doing all those different things. So I think there's a conversation that needs to be held amongst ourselves and amongst the people that sit on a bench that know that their children or themselves are into these things, right? How do we protect each other from the system? I think that's the conversation that needs to be had. We can talk about white people and what they have done to us. We are very aware of that, right? And it's going to be a long time before we can even come from that. But if we as the people, the black people, the brown people, be our own self-care to each other, I think that we can move mountains. We already move mountains. I mean, we built
Tiffany, they
from the
don't want to have
floor.
that conversation. They don't want to look the man in the mirror. Most black people don't
Hmm.
want to realize that y'all contribute to the problem. Look at all of these events that we had that black people didn't come to. I'm in the anti-racial. I took a profiling class, and there's nothing but white people in the profiling class. Over why is it not a lot of black people? And then I'm telling them, this is where you can educate yourself on certain things. And they go, this is not for me. This is not for me. And it's a lot of people think generation
Right.
and Jim Crow, and
Okay.
I sound choppy.
No, it went away.
Uh, until people get out of the mind of the Jim Crow stack, like don't reprogram their mind, they're not gonna come together. A lot of people just stuck in a generational curse, and that's not even what they habits, their mentality. They don't want to wake up. Some people just don't want to be woke. They just comfortable in where they at and don't understand that you can still be comfortable with where you at, but you can still come together and contribute to the neighborhood. You don't have to only be, and if it starts with one neighborhood, it'll impact another neighborhood.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and so, they don't want to, like, they want to, like she said, they want to blame it on who they want to blame it on, but don't understand that the project, all right, somebody piss in a project's elevator, don't wait for housing to come clean and go get the mop and mop it up.
That's
It
right.
doesn't take. It takes that. Put a sign up. We live here in this community. Don't. I have been in projects that's not pissy. Excuse my language. I have been in projects that's clean that you won't even know because the community didn't want to stand for that. So it's certain things you can start with. You want to make a change. You got to start little. You don't want them to throw garbage cans. They don't want to give us a garbage in the corner. Put one there yourself
That's true.
and promote it. They
That's
don't
true.
want to give us the opportunity to do this kind of third. Do it yourself and in my building, they don't want to do the maintenance that they need to do. We complain about it and make them do it, but we do it ourselves. Like, you don't want to mop our hallway? We're going to mop in front of our door because we don't want to live like this. We don't want y'all to think that we want to live like this. So we want to show y'all that we want to live better and that the conditions that y'all got us living under, we're not animals and we're not going to take that because years that's what people have done. Just stand down and take what somebody give them and you until you fight back and get what you want. You got to really fight back. You also
Yeah.
got to show them what you're fighting back for.
Yeah,
That's
And a
true.
lot of
it's
people don't
true.
want to show what they're fighting back for. They just want to be content in the situation and just go, that's not my problem.
But
And
but you
I
also
get it.
sometimes gotta change people, right? You gotta change people mindset sometimes, right? You got because people are so used to consistency and living they one way. But when you start to address these issues and you be consistent in addressing those issues and you take the lead on
Mm.
fixing some of these issues, you start to show people, and people start to jump ship. You know what I mean? So it's like, who's the leaders on the ground that people that are enforcing influencers that can start these things, and how much of your time that you're willing to give. If you're really committed to your community and you're committed to the safety of your children and the safety of them going to schools and education, then that means you should be committed to your community by keeping it clean and making sure that you're checking these children and checking these adults that's bringing the community down and being consistent. We can have ongoing meeting. I mean, we can have a meeting here and there. We can do that. But if you're not consistent, you're not on the ground and you're just talking and making flyers, it's not going to fly. I'm a big believer of a doer. You got to be a doer in order to get this done. And that's why I moved the way I move, because I come from neighborhoods like this. You know, so it's really up to, again, me being a leader, me being an influencer. I know that I have influence. I know that I am a leader. So it's like, now, what is my next step? To check my people to make sure they understand that you can't sit here and ask for these things and be mad at these things if you're not doing the things that you're asking for. You know what I'm saying? Like, at some point, you can't be asking and asking and asking if you're not willing to put the time and energy into something that is valuable for your community and for the children. Because it's their future that's in jeopardy. It's these children. As we can see, the system is moving in a way that's uncomfortable. We have the power to build our own schools. We have the power to be part of PTAs that's going to change systems, but we don't do those things. So this is why they have the final say. So until we take a stand and be consistent in those walks, we're going to continue to be in these circles and these bubbles. But we have the power. I mean, we're right here on this call, 3 lovely queens, Black women, and we both all saying the same thing. So which means that we know we have the power. But we are hypnotized to believe that we can't come together. You look at any other cultures, they're tight. Their communities are good. You know, they build businesses on block to block to block. It's time that we have that same mind frame. It's time that we sit down with ourselves and check ourselves and say, you know what, my community may be this, they may be saying this, but this is what I can give. Let me reach out to my neighbor and see what they can give. And then we create something. We create a space where these things can happen. Because if we start, remember, we are the leaders of our children. So we're not putting them in a position to lead and take control and build things and be owners, then we're failing them. So until we stand in position to do these things and be consistent, our children are falling apart and they're getting killed in a state of emergency, but we are responsible for those things too by not providing them the certain tools that they need. So we have blood on our hands too that we need to fix.
You know, I like that. I like what you said. I'm sorry, JOYCELYN. I like what you said, and then JOYCELYN has spoken about, like, we need to get out. If you see that the hallways and the elevators have a bunch of urine, you know, why not go get a mop or do your part, you know, to clean it up for your children, because you know your children have to cross those paths. And you know that's where you live. That's where, you know, that's where your throne. You sit on your throne at. And you know, I'm gonna tell you about my experience and going out in my community. And it's like, where I live is very trashy, and it seems like the people thrive. They feel better and more comfortable living around trash. And I can just go take the train 2 stops over, and the neighborhood is clean. But my experience is this: I went out, made my daughter out there cleaning up. People was asking me, was I on some type of probation? They thought that just because I'm cleaning my community, that I'm out, that I was doing some type of community service, because I probably had a court case.
That's where they gotta retrain their mind at and
See the mindset?
get rid of Jim Crow. He hasn't listened. He said it best. You imprison the mind, you have the body. And like, they definitely need to retrain they thinking. Why do, because I pick up a broom, I gotta be on some kind of probation or something like that. I just want to see a clean community. This is what was taught for generations. That the only time you clean your community is when you want some kind of community service, and that's sad. That's real sad.
Yep, someone thought I was crazy. They was like, "Give me the broom. What's wrong with you? You okay?" I'm like, "These streets are filthy. My daughter and you know, our children have to walk these streets." And you asked me, instead of grabbing a broom, you asked me, was I crazy? Want to take the broom from me? Like, so, and this is, and you know, this is what happens. You know, some people, you know, we paint rocks, we put them out in the community just to have something beautiful, because we don't have art. All we have is the most art we have is trash or graffiti on the wall. You know, and it's like people's going around wanting to say, you know, some people like the rocks, and some people thought that, you know, oh, y'all crazy for painting rocks. Like, so it's like, you know, it's like it's a double-edged sword out here. But you all keep pushing and moving forward no matter what. That's commendable. And also, I love how you all did the auditions because you all welcome every child. Y'all did not exclude any child. As long as it was within the amount and the range, that you needed, that you can the capacity, you welcome every child. You
Yes, for
know,
the
And that's
kids.
and that
and
was
that's what it
beautiful.
and that's exactly what it's about, right? It's like, how do we come from, we talk about racism, we talk about white and black, this whole thing, right? But then we isolate our children and put them in, okay, this program are at risk kids, this program is 60,000 a year, right? So then
Hmm.
that doesn't give society, the universe, an opportunity to put those children together to learn experience from each other. So it's that time where it's like I create spaces where conversations can happen from every walks of life, because it's an important conversation, that we learn language barriers, that we understand each other, that we have sympathy for each other, that you don't teach our children, oh, this program costs 60,000, so I can't go there. Or you teaching this the white kid that this is 60,000, I'm better than the black kid, right? So it's that mindset of needing to change and create spaces and programs where it's impactful for both, right? Because a kid who's born into money doesn't ideally want to be born into money, want to be born into these systems that's put in place for them sometimes too, right? They want to understand what's going on with other cultures and be part of that culture and learn, right? So we have to be mindful and be sympathetic to those things too, and have some compassion when it comes to white children as well, because they're dealing with a lot of things that they do see black people go through, and they do want to help, right? So how do we support those white children that are facing those challenges, right? So that's one thing that I think is very important as well too.
Yeah, that's a conversation we never have.
That's right. That's
Yeah.
right. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful discussion, man. I've been listening in the background, making things happen in the back. Make sure y'all go to Red Hook Art Project.org, family. These sisters are serious. As a matter of fact, a martial arts expert hit me up on the link here, and so I'm gonna get his email and send that to you. He looked like he's willing to help. He already said it in the email. So big up to Mr. Winters all the time. Come to find out, we're connected. We grew up on the same neighborhood. I grew up with his. Matter of fact, his brother and my cousins used to play ball together when I was younger. So they're 6 years older than me. His brother was 6 years older than me. So I know. I know. And when he said his last name, I said, "Oh, I know that name." And when he said his first name, I said, "Oh, I know that name." But he offered if he wanted, train or he might be able to offer some service to help you out. I'll see what he's into, and we'll vet that out and make sure y'all get that link to this brother, Mr. Winters, because he looks like he's ready to help out. And I'm glad when you got people like that from the past. And I didn't even hang out with him. I knew more of his brother, and I think some of the greatest warriors in Vietnam history were the women. A lot of people don't know. A lot of the Vietnamese women used to, in order to fight the soldiers that was coming up against them, because they took advantage of their sexual prowess. Vietnamese women used to put razor blade in their VJJ and took a guy out. That's just what it was. So we gotta also admit and bring in that art, that form of art, that martial arts, that self-defense. So not just to go and beat up on people, but to protect our sisters, especially if men ain't around to do it, and especially if the brothers are not doing what they're supposed to do in the community to protect our sisters. And I think that's going to be very important for y'all to add to that. So I'm happy that he reached out, and I'll make sure I connect with the brother and do what we got to do to make it happen. Okay. And now, sisters, my sisters. Now, this big event coming up, it's going to start at 3 o'clock, right? Is that correct? 3 o'clock.
Yes.
Okay, and now let's talk about this part of this segment. We are our ancestors' wildest dreams, because I've studied history. I got post-traumatic slavery on my. I got Dr. Ben. I got Dr. Clark. I got everybody. I've worked with Dr. Clark. I've worked with Dr. Ben. I've worked with different lecturers that I've brought in town in Harlem. In fact, I had them at the National Black Theater, and I've worked with all these great historians from back in my day. And now, why did you theme it as "We are our ancestors' wildest dreams"? Why did you do that?
I'm gonna chime in right now on that one because
Go ahead. Bring the
that's
fight.
always been my motto. When I wake up in the morning, when I look in the mirror, I know that I have strength. I know that I have courage, and I want to give that back to our young girls. You know,
right.
that same fight that our ancestors, our warriors left for us, I'm fighting that same fight, and I'm going to put myself on the line for that. So I just want to make sure our young girls and boys know that they have strength, courage, and they have the freedom to be whoever they are and fight for the things that they want to fight for. You know, the same thing our ancestors did. So I want to continue that.
How about you? How about you, Sister Joycelyn? Talk about it. You're on mute, Joycelyn. You're on mute. You're on mute. Hold
Yeah,
on.
my thing sound choppy.
Yeah. Now you're back. You're back. Go ahead.
All right. I look at it like, well, we're doing the things that our ancestors couldn't do. You know, we're fighting. They fought. They didn't fight for freedom. They just bowed down. We fighting for freedom. We're fighting for things. We're fighting to break these curses. Like I keep saying, generational curses. We're fighting to bring back Black Wall Street into the communities. To bring back community. We're fighting to get united and things like that. Things that ancestors couldn't do, you know, and the ones that did do it were still voicing their opinions and doing the things that, and would, you know, my take on it is just not, I'm talking about ancestors of Dr. Martin Luther King, Malcolm X, all of those that fought Sojourner Truth, all these people that fought for us to be where we're at right now, to even have the mindset where we're at. Maybe we're not where we want to be with the government or in the community, but we have the mindset to be different. You know, a lot of us is not woke, but a lot of us are woke, and we're changing where it's at, you know, and giving the next generation hope. Shit.
Yeah.
I know for my generation, I ain't had no hope. I was a crack baby. I ain't have no hope. I came from the 90s era. Didn't have no hope. 2000 seemed like they, and you know, this time around, it seemed like we have hope as the people, you know, and that's just what I look at it as our wildest, you know, we are our ancestors' wildest dreams that
Right.
we're going to do in the next 100 years. We'll be the ones that's talked about on where we change and where will be talked about, Mr. King, where you have changed the mindset. You have gave these opportunities to look at different things from perspective of different people. I was just watching the interview about the zodiac, and I never looked at the zodiacs like that. I never looked at the horoscopes that way. He had me on my phone going, wait, if I was born January 27th, what am I? And, you know, looking at the different calendars, you know, these are the opportunities that our ancestors didn't have. They didn't have the, how you put it, the technology or something just to know what's going on around the world. They didn't have these opportunities to see what different cultures was like. What it's like to live in different places. They only knew what they knew. They plantation and the next plantation.
Well, you know, Joycelyn, let me take you back beyond slavery, please. Because
I was about to go to their tribes.
Go back beyond that.
Not just only on the plantation, but they only knew their tribes. They only knew their culture and whatever culture was next to them. They didn't get to learn the whole world, you know, learn things and get to experience. Not to say that they wanted to.
Just remember, let's go beyond that, because they was the first navigators. We traveled this place way all over the world before this slavery stuff. Yeah. Just remember that, who the Moors were and all that. Those were the people that did their job. They did do their work.
They did go from country to country. They did go from country to country.
They went from country to country. Yes, they went from country to country.
They did study different cultures.
We got the books.
My cousin is a Moor. My cousin is a Moor, so I definitely know.
I got the information. When the world was black, I got the information. I ain't playing with people. I don't play with people when it comes to information. I don't do that. And then another one is called when black people invented everything. I got the information.
They definitely did invent everything.
Yeah, we invented everything. Don't let them fool you. And they had to hide our information. That's why under the Vatican, they kept a lot of our information from Egypt and all the temples. They had to hide it. So one thing about our history, beautiful sisters, is that we fought for 45,000 years. They'll try to tell you we never fought. We fought them off tooth and nail for 45,000 years. We fought them from the Neanderthal. We were fighting. So we can't give up on that. We need to get beyond what they taught us in school and go way back into history. That's what John Henry Clark was trying to tell us. That's what Dr. Ben was trying to tell us. Stop. Let's get back there, and then they'll realize, oh, we wasn't just slaves. We wasn't just punking out and bowing down. We fought, and that's what we got to remember. Get those children to remember that. The next revolution or the evolution is going to be an awesome one. I can't wait. I'm brawling for it. I got 9 children, and I tell them that all the time. I got 9 children telling them that. You got to let them know. And that's where our history is strong.
I teach my daughter we was kings and queens before slavery. I try not to even teach her about slavery because
there it is.
We sit on thrones. We had warriors. We had all of this. We had soldiers within, and that's why it's bigger than slavery. This is
the information we need to be teaching. That's the information we need to be talking. Because when you continue to talk about slavery, you're embedded in them that they're not worthy. We got to talk about the success.
I teach my daughter about all the Black women at the first college, all of these stuff that needs to be known as a woman. You can do this when the stigma is against us as being, we had 2 Black and being a woman. You can learn all of the things that I try to show her that, we bigger than what they say. That's what I said. Where we came from and where we going. We didn't come from slavery. We came from before that.
You got to think about all the TV shows. You got to think about all the TV shows that they put on these days. Why do they want to put these same TV shows on? They want to keep our mind programmed.
I teach my daughters about educational pipeline that they teach you in school is not where it's at. They don't teach you what's needed. Like, just know that you only allowed to learn this amount in school because they don't want you to know no more than what they teaching you.
Exactly.
I had to educate some teachers on what educational pipeline was. I was sad, but what we're here for, what I educate them on everything that's needed, as far as how the world goes, even not just with Black people, just alone with white people. Listen, this is who runs this country, the Rothschilds. This is who runs this. This is who runs that. You got to teach them on just not only their culture, teach them on them other cultures because you got to learn who they are as well to be ahead of them. You got to learn the way. I don't know how to put it. I'm getting tongue-tied, but you got to learn.
It's all right. The only thing they invented was the patent office. That's all they invented was the patent office. Anything that's patent, they stole and patented. That's all they did. Light bulbs, the toilet. Even Paul Moody said they invented the toilet and made it white on purpose. so hey, the toilet is white on purpose. So but ladies, I'm so honored. We're so honored to have you again. We want to thank y'all very much. Sister Empress, did you have another question before we let our sisters go?
Yes. Well, I really just wanted to say I honor you both. And I'm so grateful. I love how you all helped audition. JOYCELYN, my daughter had the audition. But Tiff, my daughter, I don't remember if you was there or not doing the audition, but my daughter was there, and this will be her first fashion show. Wow. And she is so excited, and y'all give her that sense of confidence. She's excited to do this.
We have a modeling practice tomorrow at 5:00 with Duchess. He's a great, sorry, I don't know if you've seen this because I only posted it on Facebook and I don't think we connected on Facebook, only on Instagram. Yeah. But I'll send you the link to Zoom, but he's definitely a great modeling coach. He's from Louisiana. My daughter do boot camp with him all the time. A lot of these girls he did a lot of shows, so just tune in. Have your daughter tune in tomorrow for it. I'll definitely send you the link.
Oh, okay.
As far as the show is going to be dope. I wish everybody could come out. If you can come out to Red Hook, it's 87 Richard Street, Coffee Park. It's a kids event for the kids, by the kids, adults actually, but just for the kids. And we just a give back event. We're going to have press out there, the newspaper. We're going to have so many dope artists, so many great designers, and so many beautiful children. We're going to have activities out there, food, cookout, people giving away food, people having a grill. It's just, come out, celebrate Juneteenth with us. That's basically what it's about.
It's just about everybody coming together. This is not about money being spent. This is about just power, freedom, art, fashion, celebration, so everybody just come out and just spread love the Brooklyn way. Y'all know how we do it.
That's right. That's right. Now tell them the location of the area. Please tell them the location when instead of them just going on the website, tell them the location real quick.
87 Richard Street is Coffee Park. It's gonna be in the park. And there's
Coffee Park.
Yeah, Coffee Park. But the street location is 87 Richard Street, Red Hook. What is it? Brooklyn, New York, 11231.
Coffee Park. Okay. And say that address again. Say that address again. Let me put it in.
87 Richard Street, Brooklyn, New York.
87
11231.
Okay. Yeah, I know the area. I'm gonna be in Atlanta. I can't make it, but I know that fashion show is gonna be off the hook. Richard Street.
Yeah, I got a lot of people going to Atlanta that weekend for Atlanta Juneteenth. I'm gonna be out there because I'm speaking out there. So I definitely gotta be out there. Of course, that's where the park is. Let me put that up there. Let me put that out there. Coffee Park, 87 Richard Street. That's right, 87 Richard Street. Oh, it's Coffee with a Y, right? It's
Coffee with a Y?
Yeah. Right, Tiffany?
What is it, Tiff?
Yes,
what is it?
So COFFEY.
Okay, let me spell it differently. Now, let me see. Let's make sure it's right. I don't want to be up on broadcasting for the next 2 weeks in Red Hook, Brooklyn. I got to make sure I put Red Hook, Brooklyn down. Let's not play around. That's my space.
It's really because they gentrified this neighborhood so much. I traveled alone, and they told me that where I live at is not considered low income. And I look around, and I say, where? Where we don't qualify at, and then is something to show that we still could come together as Black people in a neighborhood that's changing so much.
That's one of the biggest reasons to come together, right? Because as the community gentrifies, you lose lack of resources, right? So that's why we are the people, we have to make sure we're protecting our community and doing these things and providing these opportunities. We all have jobs. That means we have experiences. That means we have opportunities to give our children. So how do you take your experiences that you go to work every 9 to 5 and give that support to your kids and to the community? So that's what it's about. Take your experiences and make it to something that's going to impact the children in your community.
Yes.
I love it.
I'm so thankful. I'm thankful for all of you. I'm thankful for both of you to coming on and enjoying and spreading love, because that's what we're supposed to spread love the New York way, since we're both the Brooklyn and Harlem is in the building. Want to make sure Bronx, she's the Bronx, emphasize. We want to make sure all of us is in here. It's to all of us. So I want to give y'all a round of applause. Thank you all very much for coming on.
Thank you for having us so much. Thank you, Aisha.
Awesome. Thank you, JOYCELyn. Thank you, Tiffany.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Brother King Simon. Let me speak to you, Brother King Simon. I keep calling you Mr. I'm sorry, Brother King Simon.
Yeah, I like the brother. Yeah, I like the brother first. That's my nation. That's my Nation of Islam training back in the day. That's my Nation of Islam training back in the day. Brother first. So I'm gonna email you some links to those martial artists. JOYCELyn, I have your email. I don't have Tiffany, but if Tiffany, if you want to hit me up on DM, I could also send it to you too. But at King Simon Productions on Instagram, I could hit you up, and but I'll send you those links to the various martial artists out here that will be happy to help you out. Okay.
Thank you so much.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank y'all very much. And y'all travel and have a great day today. Okay.
You too.
Thank you. All right.
Bye.
Peace.
Bye, y'all.
All right.
How you exit? I don't even know how to hang up.
I got you.
They were beautiful.
They were beautiful. Yes. Thank you very much for booking that. That was good. That was definitely good. They on fire. They ready.
They on fire.
They was good, right? I enjoyed it. Thank you very much.
Yes.
And wow. Again, family, we just had Tiffany Davis, our co-founder of RHAP, Red Hook Arts Program, a non-profit organization. She's a businesswoman and event coordinator. And we had JOYCELyn Brown up in here. And JOYCELyn is a businesswoman, event coordinator. And you can contact JOYCELyn for more information at, I didn't know she was Aquarius. I see the 0127 at her email. So I knew that's the Aquarian energy. I forgot that she's at me and her is Aquarian, so that's it. She born the same day as Dr. Africa, which is good. I like that. No wonder she was talking and running out. She was running it out. She was running it out. I love it. I love it. Empress, you all right?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
That's good. Don't forget, go to their website, www.redhookartprojects.org, and of course their link tree /Red Hook Art Project. Please donate. They have a donate button. Show some love, spread some love. Spread love. That's right, spread it. And Empress Aisha Moore, there's her contact, of course, _adornment. Her email is Empress Aisha Moore. And of course, she's spreading love via Cash App. Show that love via Cash App also. Yes. Okay, I got an email. Okay, thank you, Tiffany. Tiffany just gave me an email. Beautiful. I'll make sure I'll type that in. Make sure she's fast, she's quick. I like that. She's smart. That's what I'm talking about. Boom. And let's see your products, girl. Let's go to your product line. Let me just remind what's coming up tonight, because tonight we got a special broadcast tonight. Yes. We got a special broadcast with Amen Valentine. Dr. Phil Valentine's son is coming on. Yeah. Dr. Phil Valentine's son is going to be on, multi-talented artist, actor, choreographer, and martial artist. He used to train with us as a child at When Worlds Collide Dojo with Dr. Moses Powell's system with Anthony Muhammad and Professor Osei. So we're going to have him on tonight. But I tell people, don't mess with no dancer like him. You think he's dancing? He's a real choreographer. he's a kickyographer too. He's a kicking assographer. So don't play with him. I'm telling y'all. You think he's just dancing and teaching women and all that and other brothers? Believe me, he's going to be putting on the fire tonight. We're going to have some fun. Also, this coming Wednesday on Tupac Shakur's birthday, we have music, religion, and spirituality with Brother Zion Lex coming in. And that's going to be hosted by myself and, of course, Empress Aisha Moore. And that's 17th, that Thursday, that 17th. Boom, we got this beautiful sister, Sacred Secret, will be in here, entrepreneur and transformational coach. We're going to talk about all of that because she is also the host of this event that I'm going to be speaking at on June the 27th in Atlanta, Georgia. This is going to be at 713 Ralph David Abernathy Boulevard in Atlanta, Georgia. I am one of the featured speakers, King Simon, the Numerovator, also hosted by Blue Pill, Shaw Bates, Amber Hassan, Sacred Secret, and Jersey Mullins. They are also the hosts, and that's going to be from 3 to 7. So I'll be in Atlanta, family, for Father's Day weekend. I'll be in Atlanta, so I'm going to be doing, I think, a pop-up also that weekend. But it's a pop-up, so it's a surprise pop-up. So I'm going to be selling books. I'm going to have my books out there. My Numerovation for Mental Stability is going to be out there. So we're going to turn up. We're going to turn up just at Juneteenth weekend, man. Oh, it's going to be crazy. So my beautiful, here is your beautiful product. Let's talk about your product, my friend. Please, let's talk about it. Go ahead.
A beautiful products, a beautiful earrings. Next time I'm going to have a sample of everything showing. And the earrings are fun. They're beautiful, represent us sisters. We are blossoming into our goddess selves. We are growing. We are becoming more awakened. And sisters, we just got it. This is just a reflection of us. Just tune in. Hit me up, connect with me, and we'll take it from there.
Okay.
Go to Million Adornments _adornments on the IG. That's my IG. That's the best way to connect with me.
And don't forget your email and all that good stuff, right? You got your
yes, and if you don't do IG, you could definitely hit me up on I will give you my number. We talk. We can we can have phone conversation. We'll figure it out together.
That's right. We'll figure it out, family. She gonna help you figure it out. Sister's gonna work it out. Sister's gonna work it out. So don't forget, show love and spread love via Cash App. If you enjoyed the show, please support Carbon Royalty. That's right, Carbon Royalty, like Dr. Sabi used to speak about. That melanin is carbon. So support Carbon Royalty. Cash App, $King Simon 3158. That's a special number for me. And of course, PayPal.me bit.me/King Simon. Okay, don't forget my books are available. Yes, you can go to my Linktree family. If you got Linktree or you want to link up to my Linktree, all you have to do is go to my Linktree. This is my Linktree/King Simon, the Numerovation, keeping the vibes right. All my books are positive. I keep it positive, keep it focused, and I like to teach, and that's what it is. And we having a good time. And I love how we keep on doing what we got to do, beautiful Empress. We keep on making it happen. People are talking about us. So that's what I'm liking. When people talking about you, you're doing something. That's what I'm liking. All right. Now, don't forget, BetterHelp Shop. BetterHelpShop.etsy.com. That's BetterHelpShop.etsy. They got the burdock root. They got the sea moss. They got the monatomic gold. They got the colloidal silver. I was washing and gargling with colloidal silver the other day. Some of the colloidal silver the other day. So I know what it is. 1-800-820-7222. That's 1-800-820-7222, 7822. That's 820-7822. And you can spray it in your nose and all that to help viruses and help certain things. So that's good for colloidal spirit, especially colloidal silver. Monatomic gold is more for dreams and clarity and all of that. Dr. Blair used to promote that too, so I remember that. Okay. Slowing up. It's trying to slow up on me again. Here we go. Let me make sure everything is right. Let's go to. Let's get ready to rumble as we go to this next advertisement. It's slowing up. Okay. Let's go to my beautiful sister, Janelle Lewis, licensed real estate salesperson and consultant. 347-866-1153 if you want to get your first property or buy extra property, whatever. This sister can hook you up. Don't forget Lloyd Strayhorn. Make sure you take his classes online. Take Lloyd's classes online. Make sure you take Lloyd's classes online. Make sure you take Lloyd's classes online. Please take his classes online at lloyd-strayhorn.com. My classes will be coming out. My classes are coming out, so look out for that. My classes are coming out. Just want to make sure everybody is going to be fully aware. So I want you to take Lloyd's classes first and then take my classes first. And let me switch to that promotion. I don't know what's going on with my computer here. It's slowing up again. Here we go. Take Lloyd classes first and then take mine. Come on now. What's going on with this? I'm trying to share this. I don't know if it came up yet. I'm looking at another profile too to make.
See that something's going on in the background. All right, big up to King Simon, y'all.
I'm coming back. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, good. I'm back. Okay, so that's the classes. I'm pre-recording the classes already, so it's all pre-recorded 9-piece course. It's a 9-piece course, so make sure you support that. Also, this beautiful sister has pedalwise.com. Pedalwise.com. Spoke to her at length. I spoke to her at length yesterday. Beautiful people. Sales are picking up. She's doing what she got to do. Make sure you get the 10% off coupon. That's King 2020 at 2021 at pedalwise.com. Enough respect to her all the time. And of course, got to big up, of course, the services that I provide. Yes, we got it right here. That's if you want to do a numerovation consultation. Remember, numerology is applied mathematics from an esoteric and metaphysic point of view. So if you learn how to apply your numbers, they will help you. I'm telling you, if you learn how to apply your numbers, they will help you. Also, moving right along, content disclaimer. The views, comments, and opinions expressed by guests and speakers or authors on this YouTube channel do not necessarily reflect or represent the views, opinions held by broadcasters and its sponsors. So make sure parental guidance is advised. Are you ready for the prayer, sister?
Absolutely, yes.
Absolutely. I like that. Absolutely.
Absolutely, yes.
Make sure y'all support Dr. Blair, www.themetacenter2.com. Get his books, get his Faraday prayer. He's the one that originated this prayer, and our sister is going to lay it on the line for us and drop it like this. Go ahead, sister, give it to him.
Whew. Give thanks, family. Peace and love. Take a deep breath in and exhale. Please, universal creator, know in my heart that I love you. Please protect me and this planet on which I live now. Please open my mind, my spirit, and my soul to receive only truth in your love now. Give thanks.
You know what to do. Spell it to the people in the back.
Families, so do this collectively together. It's about a us thing. Please, universal creator, know in our hearts that we love you. Please protect us and this planet on which we live now. Please open our minds, our spirits, and our souls to receive only truth in your love now. Give thanks.
Woo-wee! Give a round of applause. Thank you.
Yes. Did you freeze on me, Brother King? Oh. All right, I think he froze for a second. It's all right. It's all love. Let's see. Count to 3. 1, 2, 3. All right, fam. We're gonna wait till he get it to the webs till everything gets back to on track. It's just this is what happens. It's all right. It's all love. Yep, there we go. There goes something. There we go.
There we go. It's retrograde. Ain't no joke. I know it ain't no joke. So it is what it is.
It's all right.
So we got. It's all right. But have a great day, beautiful. We'll talk. Okay.
Yes.
Love you. Love you. Give the group hug to them children. All right. All right, beautiful. Take care. All right, family, I'm getting ready to get on out of here. Take a step to the ring, get the heck out of here. I want to thank Empress Aisha Moore. I want to thank, of course, Tiffany Davis, and thank, of course, the one, the only JOYCELYN Brown. Make sure you support their business. What's going on? Make sure you support Yay and TT. Make sure you support them. 5 kids, 4 kids. And make sure you support the Red Hook Arts Project. Don't forget they got this big event coming up on the 19th for Juneteenth. If you're in Brooklyn, make sure you support them. Show them some love, okay? Because this is the theme of it. We are our ancestors' wildest dreams. That's the theme. Thank you, ladies. Don't forget tonight at 9 o'clock, I'm in RHAP, Valentine. We're going to talk about it. Don't forget next Wednesday, Zion Lex. And don't forget on Thursday, Sacred Secret. And don't forget Georgia. I will be in town. I'll be speaking on the 27th. I'm going to bring this whole numerational vibe. And the theme of my lecture is going to be Ain't No Stopping Us Now. That's the theme of our lecture. Ain't no stopping us now. We're on the move. That's the theme of the lecture on June the 27th in Atlanta, Georgia. So make sure you tell a friend, tell a neighbor, tell everybody that Brother King Simon will be at the Altar Candy Spiritual Marketplace. 713 Ralph David Abernathy Boulevard, Atlanta, Georgia. That's 713 adds up to 11, so you know it's spiritual. All right? Look, regardless of land, label, or language, there's but one God, like Dr. Khalid used to say, and like Marcus Mosiah Garvey used to say, up, you mighty nation, you could accomplish what you will. We out of here, family. Later. Peace.
presents the 2021 Miami Reggae Festival, healing the community with sound system culture. Saturday, August 7th and Sunday, August 8th, featuring from Germany, Warrior Sound International, the Immortal King Champion Sound from Kingston, Jamaica, Stone Love, Brooklyn's Champion Sound, King Addies International, from New York, the Champion Sound, Soul Supreme, from Jamaica, Wales in the country, it's Bass Odyssey, Downbeat the Ruler from New York City, Poison Dart from Tampa, and the Miami Ruler for years, King Waggy T, the Sound of the Future, Adonai, On Track Disco, DJ Rocksteady, and many more. Hosted by dub poet icon, Muta Maruka, at the 2021 Miami Reggae Festival, celebrating Jamaica's Independence Weekend, Saturday, August 7th, and Sunday, August 8th, at the brand new RER Marketplace, next to the Opalaka Flea Market. Tickets start at $25. For more info, visit MiamiReggaeFestival.com or call 305-900-5523. Celebrate Jamaica's independence and sound system culture at the 2021 Miami Reggae Festival.
Hey, this is King Simon. Remember, make sure you go to my website, KingSimonProductions.wordpress.com. That's KingSimonProductions.wordpress.com, or Linktree at King Simon the Numerovation. Get all 4 of my books, and of course, that's the Numerovation for mental stability. Numbers are simple, people are complicated. Numbers are simple, children's health is important, and no promotion is bad promotion. Just spell my name right. Make sure you get them now on all my links. That's KingSimonProductions.wordpress.com. Go now.